What if the strongest choice isn't survival, but knowing when to let go? In Wuthering Waves, Rover is often seen as a central figure of hope. But at one point in the story, Rover stands at the edge of something far darker. Not as a god, not as a savior, but as a human, cornered by fate. Today, I want to talk about Rover's darkest moment and the meaning behind the choice Christoforo spoke of. At this point in the story, Rover has already become the Harbinger of Dark Tide, a consequence of their connection with Abby. Their mind is no longer stable. Christoforo takes advantage of this weakness, dragging Rover into an empty, hollow mindscape, a place where hope feels distant and guilt grows louder than reason. Here, Rover is pushed to their limit. Maya, Avidius. Both of them die before fully becoming Leviathan's pawns. Unlike Rover, they never truly had a choice. As Christoforo explains, their fate was already sealed, submission or death. They couldn't escape. But Rover is different. Christoforo presents Rover with two paths. The first, end everything, to die by Cantarella's blade. The second, to live on, but become the catalyst for the manifestation of journeying paradise, a force that would ultimately consume Renashita. This is the choice Christoforo refers to, not a hopeful one, not a fair one, but a cruel dilemma where every outcome costs lives. At this moment, something terrifying happens. Rover's eyes lose their light. For a brief second, they almost accept it. Not because they want to die, but because they believe they deserve to. If their life can end the suffering of others, then maybe that's enough. This isn't heroism, this is guilt. Just before Rover completely gives in, Galbrenna arrives. Her appearance breaks the illusion, pulling Rover back from the brink. Even though Cho Yuen had warned Rover before, the guilt never truly left their heart. Rover still believes that sacrificing themselves is the only way to make things right. So the question is Rover weak? No. Rover isn't a god. They aren't flawless. They're human. And that's exactly why this moment matters. Being willing to give up everything, even yourself, for the sake of others, that isn't weakness. That is resolve. Shorekeeper once said, "Courage is a trait of humanity, not of gods." Those words weren't just philosophy, they were a warning, and a reflection of Rover himself. Rover embodies that truth. Gods don't hesitate. Gods don't feel guilt. Gods don't break. But humans do. Humans doubt. Humans feel pain. Humans carry regret. And yet, they still choose to stand. Rover isn't a god. He never was. He's human, and that's exactly why his choice matters. Rover survives this moment not because they are stronger than fate, but because someone reminded them that choosing to live is also an act of courage. So what do you think? Was Rover's willingness to sacrifice themselves a flaw, or the purest proof of their humanity? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.